Hey, this is Chuck, and you are listening to Fans with Bands, the podcast where we talk to the fans and the bands they dig about life, music, and whatever the hell else we want to talk about. Today on Fans with Bands, we're talking to Blindhaven. Check it out. Hey, this is Chuck with Fans with Bands, and I am talking to Heath, Dustin, Greg, and Andy from Blindhaven. How you guys doing?
Great.
Doing fantastic.
Awesome. You know, I don't know what the fuck my problem was in not having talked to you guys earlier, because I love your band. Like, I don't know how many times I've seen you, but every time it's so awesome. You guys are just crushingly heavy and fantastic. I even decided to wear my Blindhaven shirt, you know, even though nobody can see it, but it's like a fucking awesome shirt, just as fucking awesome as you guys. And so thank you so much for being on Fans with Band.
Thank you for having us, and we appreciate the compliments too.
Awesome. Well, you know, I want to kind of start from the beginning. Like, how did Blindhaven come to be?
Do you want the giant melodramatic story or the short story?
we got an hour, so you can go as long as you want.
It started with me almost fucking dying.
Oh shit!
I got diagnosed with leukemia at the beginning of 2014. And I was laid up in a hospital for a month and a half. And everybody was coming out of everywhere. Like, oh, dude, best of luck. The only dude who didn't say cheesy shit was Andy Owen. He sent a message and was like, yo, dude, it's fucked up what's going on. Like, you want to get together and play some low and slow mean shit? I'm like, you know what? This dude knows exactly what I want. Then, once I got out of the hospital after a month and a half, I went straight to Owen's mom's house. We jammed in his mom's basement.
Nice.
And never looked back after that. It was pretty much fucking straight to the point. Dude, we jammed once, wrote 2 fucking songs, called in our old bass player for the next jam session, and then Dusty Bourne showed up on the 3rd one, and here we are.
Meanwhile, this guy was literally green, zombie dying in my basement.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I agree. Nails, motherfucker, but I had to see him pull up a chair in the beginning of this a couple times. But
I agree. He was looking thin. I mean, honestly, we didn't know how long it was going to last as a band starting out.
We started knowing that Heath might die.
We did. Honestly, it started out as hey, let's jam together, and then it's hey, let's record. Why do we have the chance? Let's do this. Let's play a show. We played his benefit show to raise money
for our first show.
First show
was his benefit show.
Holy
against
God.
my doctor's orders. They were so fucking pissed that I did that. They're like, dude, you can barely walk. I'm like, whatever, I can fucking riff. Let's do this.
I almost cried at one moment in the performance of the Cartridge Family. They were playing Broham. I don't know who the Cartridge Family is. Kind of Lansing based. A lot of dudes from Cavalcade were involved.
Yeah.
But they were playing Broham by Pennywise, and Heath was playing guitar. And I'm looking over, I'm like, man. And everything was going nuts around us. I know they put fireworks in some trash cans and was busting some tables.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was. His benefit show was absolutely nuts. And it was before a lot of the Toledo bands that are getting pretty popular now started, even We Latrid members, what was it? Serpent Snakes?
Serpent Speech.
Serpent Speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Members of Mutilation before Mutilation played that show, which is just cool to connect on. I was talking to Clay recently about that.
To put it in perspective, Beast in the Field played my benefit. So picture 60-year-old fucking people we're here to support Heath. And fucking Beast in the Field just blowing eardrums out.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Oh my God. Beast in the Field. Man, I miss that band. Holy shit.
Dude, so do I.
They were cool.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Yeah. So that's why I had no idea, you know. I don't think I saw you guys play live until much later. It was probably 2018, something like that.
We didn't start playing outside of our local area till after the health got under control.
Okay.
Dude, we'd play Toledo and that's about it. Maybe Lansing a handful of times. So it wasn't until 2016 we started venturing out more. Cause dude, they said, I didn't know if I was gonna fucking die.
Yeah, shit, dude. Christ. So how are you now? I mean,
Oh, I'm fine. I've been in like remission for over like a decade now, like to the point where I don't even like go to like a doctor about the shit anymore.
I also told him if he died of cancer, he was a pussy. So
I mean, you used to carry your little like what to do if I pass out on stage
Yeah,
card
no,
in
dude,
his
it's not
guitar
even joking.
case. That was a real thing where he's like, "Hey, if I pass out, all my stuff's in my guitar case. Give it to the vet." You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight
So
up.
like his paperwork and all that stuff, so they were up to date.
Yeah,
I must have been banging hookers.
So Andy wasn't looking out for Heath, but I for sure.
I was
Yeah.
emotional rock support.
yeah, that's why I got super pissed when my guitar got stolen. All of my paperwork was in it.
Oh,
And
damn.
I was like, dude, oh, bastards. I'm like, dude, the guitar, yeah, that sucks, but I could die now. Thanks.
Yeah.
But it's all good now. Like, I haven't really had any issues since.
That
like,
guitar might be the thing that gave you the cancer.
yeah.
And then it went away.
It got stolen and you got better.
I mean, it might have been.
Garth, I think that was
But to circle back to music, I think honestly, what pulled us in was obviously Heath's health. We were all good buddies. We all grew up. We knew Heath. And I think like sludge metal was something all of us wanted to do and hadn't had a chance to do.
Okay.
And this was our time to like do something we wanted. This was like, I've heard Heath say it before. This is the band I always wanted to be in. You know what I mean? So like we're writing music that we always wanted to, and we're like, hey, this is our chance. Let's do it real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
a decade later, we're still doing it.
right.
Well, I was Gregory's idol 10 years before I even met him. Just from my YouTube videos.
You played briefly in Gaius Achilles. I don't know if you ever heard that name.
No,
It was a death metal band from
When am I
Jasper.
Jasper? I don't know. Middle of nowhere.
I don't know, but he had some videos online of like him at jam session with them. And just no shirt on, just hardcore blast beats, and I'm just like, dude, this guy rips.
Yeah.
But
Look at that beard.
we were all in different bands and known each other for years, pretty much, and just all had a lot of the same parallels. So finally, we got to line it up. Just because I've been following Cosmic Throne, the band, instrumental band Heath was in, been trying to make it out to support them because I knew they were good, but I never, because they practiced on the road from my mom's house. And I heard them jamming one day, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here? Like, this is my rock." But come to find out, it was Heath down there. I heard a solo. I was like, Jesus Christ. Shit going on. So I was like, found out Cosmic Throne broke up, and I was like, dude, we should get together and jam one day and do this low heavy shit. And then that's when he told me he had the cancer or whatnot. So
And you were worried it wasn't going to be loud enough.
yeah, I one day, and no one's ever played loud enough to play with me, just so you know. And now I'm half deaf. So
Yeah.
So when did Greg get in the band?
Greg
2
came
years ago?
in.
Yeah, a little bit more recently.
Yeah, like shortly after the. Well, no, it was like 2001. I mean,
the first
21?
Points Fest was our first show 2 years ago with Greg.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll take credit for that. I begged Heath and Andy to get back together. Essentially, I had to remove myself from the band due to a health issue similar. I had a hernia and stuff like that. So I had to take a break. I had surgery and had to heal. They went on, formed Mammoth Lord.
And that's how Greg actually came in the picture.
So
Okay.
yeah.
I
So
played guitar with Mammoth Lord.
right. So Greg came in as a guitar player in this offshoot of Blind Haven, right?
Right.
So they played for a few years, and then when that band ended,
Not even, dude. We only fucking played
Year
for like
and
6
a
months,
half.
dude.
No,
The
year and a
pandemic.
half. We were together for about 2019 to like.
Well, the pandemic shut us down.
Well, yeah, but like as far as we didn't play very many shows, but we were jamming together for probably a year.
But like, regardless, coming out of the pandemic, I was done playing in bands for a second. Like, the pandemic screwed up my head. I was like, "Fuck this, I'm done."
Yeah.
Like,
Sold all your shit to me.
yeah, I sold all my shit to Greg. and then Dustin here started like hounding me about jamming again, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, I want to jam, but like I don't want to do it without Blind Haven, you know." And like, I talked to Owen in like a year and a half. Our old bass player Drew, I occasionally talked to him, but last I talked to him, he said he didn't want to play anymore. So I was like, I'm only doing it if Drew gives the okay for Greg to play bass. And so like, I put up all these like stipulations. The next thing I know, like, dude, like Dustin's like, it's all good, I got it. I'm like, what? Fuck. So I had to call up Greg and buy all my shit back from him.
So I individually reached out to each of these dudes and essentially said, hey, let's make it happen. Even, I wanted a small commitment at first. Let's practice. Let's jam. Let's play one show.
Jam for fun.
Yeah. Let's
all
jam.
knew, though.
Let's play one show. Let's do an album.
So you're trying to bang your ex-girlfriend one last time.
Anything you're hearing nowadays is all because of this guy.
Yes. All right, man. I'm so, dude, I can't thank you enough because, like I said, man, you guys fucking just crush like every fucking time, man. It's like
we have a new energy with Gregory on bass.
I was gonna say, I think we're honestly, we're coming into our stride. We left off on a high note, and I was sad that I had to stop. And I think we're picking up where we left off, and I think we're gonna continue to get better. So. I mean, honestly, this is the best 4-piece band in Lenawee County for sure. I don't know about
only 4-piece band.
That's fucking right.
I truly feel like we are a very underrated band of Michigan. So thanks for having us on here to help get a little more recognition potentially.
Oh, dude, you guys should have huge recognition. You guys should be like on tour with like huge bands just because you're so fucking good. I mean, I don't want you to feel like, oh, Chuck just blowing some smoke on my ass. Definitely serious. Like every time I see you guys, it's always just fucking, it's heavy, it's tight. You guys just feel like, I don't know, it's an extent, like you guys are an extension of the music, man. It's like just roaring out of you. And there's few bands that, we're lucky in Michigan. We've got some really good bands, right, that play great music. But it's rare when you get one that always delivers every time, There's some bands I like, and you see them one time that's like a little bit shaky. Another time, they're spot on. You guys are always fucking spot on. So
thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. We're definitely our hardest critics. What I mean?
Oh yeah.
We leave the stage always wanting to do better, but I feel like we always leave it out there. You know what I mean? We don't leave we always put everything we got into it. So
Stuart,
I'm glad you don't notice my mistake.
We have a fan that's joined.
Al.
Good old Al. He's here.
What's up? What's up, guys?
What's up, good buddy? Born Rain.
Born Rain.
Did you tune out of this because you want to play a show with us soon?
We don't play shows anymore. We're above that.
You're above that?
Yeah, they mind meld with their fans virtually, like through their heads. They just like emanate death, and it's they're there.
It's the next plateau of heaviness.
As down masters, you've earned it. So.
Yes.
We just want to hang out, man. Play shows, or not. Play music or play not. Whatever. We just want to hang out.
That's a good.
That's
my favorite person to see at shows. I'm not gonna lie.
I
never
agree.
remember
Good
our
vibes, good vibes,
conversations, but they're always great.
A true supporter of like myself.
No, dude. I love you guys, man. It's so much fun, dude. It took me a while to get on the Blind Haven train, but I'm in, all in.
Are you a caboose or are you at the front?
Pardon me.
He said dinner train. Look at that hunk.
He said the Blind Haven train. Are you the caboose or are you at the front?
It all depends on you, baby.
Oh. Nice answer. Hit me up after this.
Me and Heath are going to be at the front doing the Titanic pose.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Hey, it's not about me. Continue on with your interview.
Well, it's just as we were talking about the history of the band, but I'm curious, like, what's the writing like for you guys? Is it about like just getting together, jamming, and cranking out riffs and ideas, or does somebody come up and say, "Oh, I've got this song," pretty much, and then somebody else comes in. Oh, I got a piece to add. How does it work for you guys?
It's definitely an all hands on deck approach. Like, we'll come to practice with ideas. Like, me and Greg will like send riffs to each other because we all live like an hour away from each other.
You
like,
send some like almost full songs or parts. Like he actually records, like, I mean, better than I can record. Like on like GarageBand.
Yeah, just on my phone.
And program drums and track some bass, just to like bring an actual idea to the table. But once it actually gets formed into something, half the time it doesn't even end up being what it originally sounded like.
One thing I can say is 90% of our material is all chemistry.
Yeah.
It's all good buddies getting in a room and it's just like kind of happening. Like we played something like we knew what we were doing and just remembered most of it. But yeah, we used to practice twice a week. Now we've had to cut it down to one just because several reasons, life shit. I'm also in Cavalcade still. We practice once a week. But yeah, most of it's just chemistry based, which I'm really proud of because that's my favorite way of writing. But in the last year, he stepped it up by doing some like rough demos. And like to Greg's point, it kind of changes, but it's a good reference point, just a good vision because we don't get together as much as we would like to.
Yeah. But it's definitely in our like writing process. It's no stones on. Dude, like, don't go overturned. Like, everybody's idea is, like, taken with, like, the most, like respect. And, like, okay, well, let's try to go left instead of right. Let's throw a blast on top of this sludge riff. Yeah. Or, go, like, 90s emo style on this part. Like, we don't care.
Disagree much.
Yeah. Like, no fucking rules with us.
But even if we do disagree, it's like, if someone has an idea, we at least, it's okay, try it first before you say no.
Yeah.
If it flows, it flows.
Yeah.
If it don't, we change it.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, it's like you said, I think it helps you guys were friends that became a band as opposed to bringing in maybe a hired gun or something like that where it's like, oh, they never really came from the same kind of school that you came from or have evolved. And that's another kind of question. So, like, you've been playing together as a band for 10 years. How do you think the sound has been evolving for you?
Pantera. I honestly think it's been, in all honesty, I think it's been the Pantera formula. Each album keeps getting heavier. Each album keeps getting more intense and more like, how far can we push this intense sound that we've been building for all these years, right? So if you listen to the first album, there's a track. What's the name of the track that doesn't fit in?
Burning Ritual?
Burning Ritual. It's
like, I want to play that song.
It never happened.
It's more of a, I would say it's definitely in the realm of a stoner song. It's about smoking weed. It's with that with a wizard. It's very much in the vein of Black Sabbath, which I will say Beatles, Black Sabbath, Black Flag are definitely influences of ours amongst millions of others. I mean, we're all ridiculous music fans, so we're all over the place with our influences, which I hope shows through in the music. But I guess I lost my train of thought.
You were talking your Pantera theory that I've
never Pantera theory. So we have kept getting heavier. If you listen to the first album compared to the last album, which is only on YouTube,
no, it's on our Bandcamp
and Bandcamp.
Well, it
keeps getting heavier, and I will agree with this next album. It's going to be heavier than what we've done in the past. We're continuing to push the limits of what we've done in this garage of Andy's, his mom's basement, whatever. So the first album, we started out as...
We still practice that by mom's.
Right, yeah. So I would say you would classify...
She makes us cookies. It's awesome.
Does she really make you cookies?
Yeah, she has.
She has.
We're jamming.
So we get together early. It's coffee and donuts with us.
Yeah, dude. We practice at 10 a.m. on Sundays.
What? Holy shit! So like it's like a Sunday brunch. Fuck, I want to come to a Sunday brunch.
It's church. It's mass.
Keep in mind, we practice at the same volume that we play live.
Oh shit!
In a little garage at 10 a.m. in a neighborhood in Adrian.
Dennis Street.
Fuck them neighbors.
They're trying to sell a house 2 down.
Dennis Street.
Well.
Oh,
Live Blind Haven shows on Dennis Street every Sunday.
My neighbors are all gems.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
I do their lawns and shit because of it. So
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
my
awesome.
mom's the most hilarious big supporter of it. So
Dude,
obviously
his
I
mom
don't
is
live
like-
with her anymore, but we still practice in the garage because we're all from the same soil. Like we're all coincidentally from this area, which is we don't live in the same area anymore, but that's where it all founded and where we all started from.
So you guys are all originally from the Adrian area?
Adrian and Blissfield,
Yeah.
which are
Okay.
neighbors.
County. Yeah.
See, I think that's the core of our sound is growing up in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, cornfields.
Where either be a rich kid, which I wasn't born rich, a jock, or a fucking stoner.
Yeah.
Or you can be a wannabe. There's
Yeah.
a few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't go very far.
So you basically
I was all three of those.
To be honest with you, I don't think you can deny the New Orleans scene influence on our band, or the Neurosis influence on our band, or like the post-metal scene on our band. But honestly, we're all from Lenawee County. I think we've all seen a lot of the same bands. I think we all grew up similar, same background.
Parallels.
Very first show I ever played was in Lenawee County,
no shit, we're at.
in Brooklyn.
Oh,
nice.
shit.
But, what's it called?
What venue? You know,
Highland Inn?
It was somebody's. It was in somebody's yard.
Yes.
That's
nice.
Yes.
This guy, right in town, a block off the main drag. I think, what is it, 12 or 15? I don't know. Yeah, just a block off there. And very first incarnation of Battalion, where this is funny. I think I still have the tape. So we had a singer who was deathly afraid of being in front of people. We had a drummer who was a drunk. And there was me and another guitar player. So the drummer couldn't really keep time, really. So anyway, and so we're playing, and we had learned a very shitty cover of Creeping Death, and so we're playing it, and this dude brings up a fucking M80 or something, and I can't see him, but it's right when I'm getting ready to do a guitar solo. I swear to God, I almost dropped my guitar. It went up. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck? Rednecks are attacking. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
What
Brooklyn.
What was that?
Brooklyn.
What? I
No, you
still
suck.
broke up.
Sorry.
Did you still hit the solo?
I think no. I had to look at the tape again, but I'm pretty sure I jumped. I completely let go. Just, oh fuck.
Okay, what did you guys at least hit the die part in Creeping Death?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. That's all that anybody cares about. That part. Dude, try to deny that fucking part is impossible. Dude.
Yeah.
Me Jim at least once a month. Dude, we'll start playing it, and then we start playing Lars.
Dude, we don't talk about Metallica in Blind Haven at all.
Yeah, Lars gets our respect. Without that dude, that band would have fell apart.
He was right about Napster.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
100% correct.
He was, and he was totally. I mean, yes, that dude. You can bitch about his drumming, and you can bitch about Saint Anger and whatever the fuck else he's done as far as pushing that band in a certain direction. But that band wouldn't be there without that dude. He's the guy that. Yeah, he got him into with Megaforce. He's the dude that came and talked to those dudes, and yeah.
He made the business that they became,
I agree.
Well, do the recording of their early albums. He's the dude that is hey, I got property overseas. We can go there. Our dollar is doubled. We can spend time, and boom. Dude, that's why Ride on the Lightning and Master of Puppets and Injustice are miles ahead of everybody else in production because they had the money and the time to do it because they doubled it.
Yeah.
You take Lars out of that, dude.
Also, everyone's mad because he banged their moms when they were
Yeah. Little Danish guy.
little Danish cow. It's fine.
He's in
Lars is really the reason that Kirk Hammett Cam is the reason I started playing guitar as a teenager, and he's also the reason I quit.
Yeah.
And then Lars in the Russian footage of when some people died in that big Russian show.
Wait a
show
minute.
They played in Russia.
People died.
So you wanted to be a guitar player first?
I started on guitar.
That's funny. I wanted to be a drummer to begin with. I never wanted to play guitar.
Well,
I want to be a dancer. What the hell?
I always wanted to play guitar. I'm a fucking bass player. Thanks, guys.
Fuck.
The potential.
well, so that's a good segue. So, like, what got each of you into music? What was the driver? Why did you want to play music? And most importantly, like in a band, because it's one thing to have guitars in your fucking room and you play and you jammed records and that's it, right? A lot of people, and that's totally cool and nothing wrong with that. And then there's another level of insanity where you want to go, oh fuck, I want to go do this with other people, and then write real like original music and do that. So, what was each of yours gateway journeys into music?
I can wholeheartedly say that by the age of like 4, I knew I was going to play in a band. Like I grew up with like the Beatles and shit like that, and I got a brother that's 5 years older than me, and then one that's 10 years. So like when I was like 8, one was 12. So I experienced the 80s grunge, all that, and I shared a room with him. So like I always knew, I was like, dude, fuck all this other shit. These dudes look like they're having a great time. And like basically I instantly knew, and like I was in the 4th grade, me and my brother shared a room, and getting a copy of Metallica's Kill 'Em All on like cassette, I was like, holy fuck, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
On top of like the Black Sabbath that I was already obsessed with. And then begged my parents. I was like, dude, I want to play drums. I want to play drums. And then my cousin got a guitar in the 7th grade for Christmas. I was like, dude, this is it. I know he's getting it. I asked my dad for a drum set. First gift I opened up on Christmas morning was a pair of drumsticks. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this. And this fucking dickhead literally goes, oh, it's just sticks. I didn't get you the kit. It doesn't got a volume knob. And then, dude, and then 3 months after that, he got me a guitar. I'm like, all right, let's fucking do it. And I instantly started writing shit after that.
Wow. Crazy.
For me, what really tickled my mind twat was seeing George Jones at 9 years old with my dad. And I just remember seeing the big, beautiful blue drum set and the lights hitting it. And it was pretty crazy. I didn't even know what I was in for seeing him.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that potential bragging rights as an adult that I saw George Jones perform at my for fucking fair. But I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I got into music after it. I mean, honestly, I just going to a school in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of country folks. I just really got into punk rock and I just felt special. To be honest with you, I was different. Just
part of something.
What I listened to, and it wasn't what everyone was doing. It was just kind of what you hear about everyone. But that's what separates you and sends you on your path to fuck it up. And so really just getting into punk rock made me feel special. And then I was hoping one day I'd meet a really cute pink-haired girl. So I wanted to impress the chicks too, I'm not going to lie. But ultimately, the passion took the wheel once I got good at drums, And so my driving force is just really wanting to impress and then, grow as a musician.
Awesome. Dustin, how about you?
Honestly, I think started with AC/DC, to be honest with you. I think it was the first band I was obsessed with. I wanted to be Angus Young when I was a little kid, for sure. I bought the guitar. My grandma bought the guitar for me, bought the amp for me. She even, she wanted me and my brother to be in the band, like Malcolm and Angus kind of deal. My brother never really did the music thing. He tried for a little bit and kind of petered out. And it just kind of stayed with me forever. And then later on, I discovered Black Flag and that whole punk thing. And I dived, really hardcore into the 80s, hardcore punk thing, Minor Threat, Black Flag, all those bands, SSD Control, all those bands. And then as that went on, obviously Metallica was always there as a young kid.
Yeah.
Megadeth, the thrash metal stuff. And so I was familiar with that stuff, with the punk stuff. and then stumbled on Pantera as a young teen, and then as that went on, I just got heavier and heavier and started stemming off all different directions. Found the sludge metal scene, Melvins, and just went off the deep end. So that's kind of how like I got into this band. I do love all different genres of music, and Nirvana is definitely up there with one of my favorite bands of all time. But I always swayed to the heavy stuff, and for some odd reason, like that always appealed to me. Like it came easy to me to write that stuff, and so here I am.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Great.
I just wanted to be Stevie Ray Vaughan, but I couldn't.
As you should.
But I figured out pretty quick I couldn't do that, so I settled for Blindhaven.
He's gonna buzz, obviously.
Damn, dude. I'm gonna point out Greg is the best guitar player in the fucking band. Like, the dude fucking rips, and nobody knows this. He plays bass.
But like, really though, like, I remember being like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old. My dad had a VHS tape of Stevie Ray Vaughan live in Austin, Texas.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Aside from that, there was always loud music in the house all the time. And so I grew up with that was just the norm. But he also had an electric guitar and a little PV amp in the house. And I remember being like 6 years old and him getting it out every now and then, playing like a 8-bar, 12-bar blues shuffle. And I would try to wrap my hands around the guitar and mimic what he did, but my hands were just too small at the time. It was a full-size electric. And I kind of gave up pretty quickly. But then I think I was like 13 years old. I know I was in 8th grade, and one of my teachers was doing like these little guitar lessons after school with a group of people. And I wanted to go because some of my friends went. Yeah. And it was Miss Yapez, if you remember.
Yeah, she was always high.
Always.
Right up to Miss Yapez.
Yeah, what up?
That was before I smoked weed, so I probably was
8th grade, dude.
She's cool as fuck.
8th grade English.
Yeah,
but
I never had the class because I was always in detention. But
we all went to the same school as you.
They call that academic lunch now. But yeah, there was like 10 kids who were doing that, including some of my friends. I think I'm the only one who ever actually kept with it. But like a few months after me actually like learning a little bit of stuff, my dad gave me like a blues book that he had, and I kind of ran through that. And then my dad kind of realized I wasn't going to stop. So he was just like, hey, you want to take lessons? And my cousin had a teacher, Cannibal Corpse part.
Yeah, where you said fuck Stevie Ray Vaughan and you wanted to play death metal.
That came later once I realized that I can't play like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
You gotta do a lot of cocaine for that, son.
Yeah,
I don't even remember how the death metal came about. I mean,
it was in here all along.
It was
Eating burritos for a living.
It went from Stevie Ray Vaughan to Cannibal Corpse pretty quick.
Now that's a transition, dude.
I went from Stevie Ray Vaughan to Green Day to Cannibal Corpse within the course of like less than a year.
Christ.
Yeah, dude.
Are you okay?
It went from Green Day shirts to camo shorts and black t-shirts. Basically overnight. But,
dude, there's pictures of him in like 7th grade for the like yearbook. Fucking Cannibal Corpse, long ass hair, just looking like a 50-year-old man.
Trying to grow a beard. I had like a little chin patch.
Dude, he had a full beard in 7th grade.
Florida death metal.
Yeah, that was like 10th grade. Some people think I was born with it.
Just go with it. Reagan's a cool story.
Oh man, Cannibal Corpse. That's a dude. That's a big transition to go from Green Day. Well, Stevie Ray Vaughan to Green Day. I get that. Kind of a little different transition, but fucking Cannibal Corpse. That's a big leap. Big leap.
Yeah.
I think that reflects the band. We're
Perfectly.
all over the place. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I walked in on any one of us listening to jazz to hardcore to whatever. I mean, like we're all over the place all the time. I honestly can't name very much music we don't listen to amongst the four of us.
I don't like polka music or techno.
I agree. Polka is out.
Yeah,
Fuck polka. Any band that polka fight.
Electronic music, I can't. I need to hear instruments.
I don't like mumble rap. I like old school rap though.
I do like rap.
Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers. That's my key.
I'm picky on the rap, but
I think that reflects the band though. We're all over the place. I can't say that anything's off the board.
Any boundaries on it.
How about reggae and ska?
I'm into ska, reggae, not really, but
I will go to a ska concert. Like I went
just
to that.
about to say live is a different thing.
Dude, I went to that Punkin' Jublick like NoFX thing.
Yeah.
Like their last one that they did. There were ska bands there. I mean, granted, I was on shrooms, so I more. Yeah, that fucking horn section was nailing it. But I couldn't name 3 ska bands. Actually, I probably could if I thought about it. Like I tried to lie there, but I couldn't.
Honestly, I was talking to Greg's dad earlier about this, and I honestly think like I can find anything in any genre that I can be like, okay, this has integrity, or this has some sort of like, this person is doing their thing, and like I can get behind that. And so I think that's what we're all into. And I think that reflects back in the music. Like you said, it feels like an extension of us, and it is. And in all honesty, like sometimes we get wrapped up in it. Sometimes we get carried away in the feeling ourselves sometimes. Like
it seems like something really dramatic happens to one of us.
Yeah.
Or a few of us always like during the realm of writing and recording, which is somewhat beneficial, but also just kind of sucks. Sometimes there's so much pain tied to so many, like each album is a hyphen of what we were going through which time. And this one is a big testament for that for me.
So, yeah,
I totally agree. I think that each album you can tell that like we're all going through something.
Yeah.
The first album we're going through Heath's recovery, and maybe before his recovery, we didn't know what was going on. And
the second album was like a reunited because we split for a second. I left the band temporarily because it was some crazy chick. But the second album was like, it was kind of like a celebration. We got back together. It was like a lot of good vibes. And then, obviously reality hit shortly after that, which is when Deceit was wrote, which I think we took about a year to write, like our 16-minute song.
I started writing that at 3 a.m. alone in a fucking apartment thinking, Jesus Christ, life fucking sucks.
Oh, man.
Play that?
Yeah.
Did you have to you had to set everything on fire in your apartment?
Yeah, I had to fucking burn everything in my apartment because the people who lived there before me had bed bugs.
Oh, man.
Everything I fucking owned, I had to fucking set on fire. And I ended up living in my brother's basement with like a tote of CDs and clothes and my dog. Fucking sucked, dude.
And his vinyl collection. Don't let him fuck with you. He had a vinyl collection.
Why
he didn't throw that out.
Yeah.
He threw that out.
Like I said, fucking the tote of like
my tote, my ass, whole room of vinyl.
Whatever.
Either way, I think each album documents our highs and lows, and definitely the lows.
We've never captured our sound fully on our album, but we're looking forward to doing that this weekend. Actually, with
I was going to ask you guys. So, because it's been a minute and a half since the last album came out. So what's the prognosis for the new stuff?
We're literally recording this weekend.
Yeah, we're starting this Friday
with Sean Cavalcade, of course.
Yeah.
He's gonna produce the album and help us out, and then we're hopefully gonna submit our tracks to dude from Van Ripper to mix it and master it for us.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully vinyl. Hopefully, that's the big goal.
Yeah. That's a great goal to have, man. Because
they'll never all sell potentially before the world ends.
We have yet to put out a vinyl.
Have our own physical copy to listen to.
Right. We have yet to put out a vinyl, and we're definitely due. But it's the best song, so now's the time. If we're gonna do it, now's the time to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Awesome. So, anything that you're thinking of, like, so how would you describe the because I've heard a few of the new tunes recently of seeing you guys live. How has the music evolved, and what is the thematic kind of push on the new album?
It's definitely more aggressive, but not in like a tough guy style.
Yeah.
As in like, oh, you know, that tension build, and it actually is like going to like the next plateau of aggression, dude, without being like a tough dude about it. You know,
we got some wicked pauses.
Yeah,
It's all about the pause.
To speak on the, I mean, to speak on the lyric side of things, I think ultimately the album's about a lot of like endings, right? The ending of a lot of things ending, like these great, the collapses of something, you know what I mean? Like you have these big, with the pandemic and everything going on, we had a lot of time. I did, at least, to think about lyrics and all this stuff. But I think we were talking about themes in the album, and it's about like these great things ending, your idols maybe falling, you know, structures, big, huge things ending. So like on a lyrical sense, a lot of it is about like things dying, passing, these eras coming to an end. In my mind, I don't know how the other guys feel, but when I was hearing the music, all I was hearing was like this collapse of thing that's been up for a long time. You know what I mean? So these things that are built up that are supposed to last, kind of breaking down. So
yeah,
in my mind, lyrically, that's the theme of the album. You know what I mean?
And I know personally for me, hearing him say that, it's based off for me like the struggle of trying to keep it together. Like everything's falling apart around you, but you're trying your best. You know, dude, you're working 40 hours a week just to watch your fucking kids starve.
Yeah.
Like you're trying your best to make everything fucking work. And no matter what you do, it's going to collapse. Everything's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
Like no matter how fucking hard you try. And as brutal as that sounds, like I know people are like, oh man, well, you got to be like positive. No, I'm being real about it.
Yeah.
Like that's life.
Well, I think that's part of what folks, you know, like myself and you guys, I don't want to speak for you, but I get a sense of like I'm able to translate some of the shit that I see or the just anger that I may feel like through that music. It's a cathartic release, right? It's a way to channel that in a positive direction. You know, the themes may be like super dark and horrific, but at the end of the day, you got this art form that's like kind of pushing you up, and it at least gives you some energy to say like, yeah, it's fucked, but I can, you know, I'm gonna go out fucking burning, you know, or, I don't know.
Exactly.
We do have moments of clarity here and there in our music for sure.
Yeah.
For me, all my inspiration goes kind of a lot of the bad decisions I've made, the hurtful things I've done, and then worst case scenario, the pain that my sons can feel from some of them decisions. And that's where really I pour myself, and sometimes my drums go flying.
Yes. Literally.
Yes.
You know, sometimes I fall over, but it is a release for sure.
I've had a bass drum over my head.
I'm being very good because I'm broke as fuck, so I can't afford to like.
Honestly, I feel like
my shit.
We're forcing people to look at parts of the world that they don't want to look at. There are people being abused or starved or whatever out there, and like looking at that as like not exactly like comment. We're essentially capturing that. Like this is happening, just so you know. Like you may be living this life over here, but just so you know, somebody's not living that life.
Yeah,
over
it
here.
kills me that there's
you know
all
what I
these
mean?
people.
Yeah.
Like there are people struggling out there. There are people that are suffering essentially.
Yep.
And we're showing that through the music, and we're not showing a solution. We're essentially saying, this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Take a look at it, right? Take a look at how ugly it is sometimes, right?
I want you to feel uncomfortable about this situation.
If it wasn't for my support system, I would be homeless.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
And that's what we're saying. Like some people are struggling.
Yeah.
And here it is. Like sometimes I feel like everybody gets caught up in like this, oh, it's so hunky-dory and everything's fine. Well, everything's not fine.
Yeah.
And, you
That's
know,
why you got to treat everybody good.
Sure.
And you never know what anyone's going through.
So I feel like that's kind of like what sludge metal is all about. It's kind of showing that ugly side that no one wants to look at.
Yep. And revealing it. Yeah, I agree. And it gives in a strange way it provides at least hope in the sense that you can, you know, enjoy that music, you know, if nothing else.
In the suffering, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right.
Higher
So-
than the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Acknowledge one's pain.
Yeah. So, you know, Fans with Bands isn't just about me asking questions. Al, do you have any questions for these guys?
I love listening to you guys talk, man.
All right.
I mean, it is like music is really like emotional. It's like really heartfelt, you know, like I
Yeah.
mean, if we
Call it
didn't,
emo, it's cool. Like
if
It
we-
is.
I'm
It is
emo as
though.
fuck.
I feel like we are like an emo band that is portraying that through sludge and death metal.
this
And,
is the secret,
black
Chuck.
metal.
This
Yeah.
is the secret.
if
No,
if
no, no.
we
It's-
didn't if we didn't have this, dude, what the fuck would we be doing?
Right.
You
But
know,
this is the secret: is I have personally had a goal of taking like early '90s emo-y songs, like "Sunny Day" and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Writing shit like that and just putting blast beats on top of it and tricking the vest dudes into listening to emo.
You guys are all listening to emo.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah.
this is an emo band.
Yeah,
it's really funny you guys say that, because when I saw Baroness a while ago at St. Andrews, and this was before they did I think this was right when they did the Purple album. I was talking with my buddy because I'm like, you know, I'm Baroness. I'm like, whatever, they're not really that heavy. I was like, these guys are just writing like heavy 80s pop songs. I'm like, these are pop songs. Heavy,
Sure.
catchy, and I'm like, this is brilliant. It's brilliant, dude. And so
like
I have this whole new look on Baroness as like, you know, like they're poppy, but they're heavy, but they tap into something, man. And I think when it comes down to it, it's like music taps into whatever we're gonna tap into, and I also made jokes real quick with my wife about like she really loves gospel, and I'm like, dude, if you turn gospel into death metal, that would be the best genre in the world.
Yeah.
Because it is the ultimate, dude. So
don't catch me with a good time.
do with that as you will.
It's,
Well,
Yeah.
Stops are serious shit. I can't do that.
I just want to circle something back real quick because we were
Yeah.
talking about like our influences, and I know Owen can back me up on this. A big part of what made me inspired to really want to be in a band and prove that it's possible is in Lenawee County in the late 90s, we had like a thriving DIY like punk scene where like these 15, 14-year-old kids were like renting out fire halls and throwing like punk shows or like, you know, straight edge style, you know,
Yeah.
like no smoking and shit like that. And like going to all of that and like at like 12 and like, dude, like 13 and seeing that these kids are pursuing and actually doing it. And then a couple years after that, this dude I went to school with named Matt Dunbar, he played in a band called Forbearance. And when I say this was the greatest fucking demo I've ever gotten in my goddamn life, like hearing it and being like, these dudes are in my school. They're 16 and they're writing. And like, it wasn't like a local band. Like, no, this was like professional sounding songs. I'm like, hey, fuck, you can do this? And I was like, oh, I should probably take writing, like actual song writing, focusing on songwriting instead of like how fast I can play and like being Eddie Van Halen, which I was never that good.
Yeah.
And focusing on that, and those dudes made me like realize that like your band is only as good as the song that you actually write.
They
Not-
set a tone.
Yeah, those dudes were like incredible. They played like 3 shows ever.
I actually saw one.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, and like the
Bands
8 years
in
that they were a
Detroit.
band, they put out 3 cassette tapes. One of them got banned at our school because it had a song called "Kill All Your Classmates." True fucking story, dude.
This was college.
It came out after Columbine.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude, they didn't give a fuck. But yeah, like hearing that and just being blown away. And then a couple years down the road, I actually got to be in a band with Matt and like setting down with him and having him like dude, I'm not gonna lie, like I jocked some of his style, like how to actually structure a song. Like all the stops you hear in our stuff.
Yeah.
I totally learned that from him. Like he's the dude, he's like, no, you take out the 3 and then you come back on the 4, then once the 1 hits, you'll just devastate the entire room.
And the pause is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, our pause opens up the room.
It's more about what you don't play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's what you don't play. I mean,
we like to make it hurt too.
Right.
We like to sure. I roll a lot of those pauses as much as my emotions will let me.
Yeah, like if we giggle about the pause, we know we got a good pause.
It's the fucking pause makes a fucking song.
Yeah,
if you got a pause,
where like the crowd is completely silent at a pause, you know you're doing something right.
That or like you wait for somebody to start the clap, like oh the song's done, like coming back.
Just kidding.
That's our sets lately with that. Oh my god, I think we pissed people off with that last song.
No, they love it.
I'm pretty sure you guys got me on that at least once. Because I know I started clapping like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, you all the time. And even though they know it's happening, you still get them.
Yeah.
How many times you gonna do this? How many times you gonna do this? Like a lot.
We do it every fucking time in every fucking song. Yeah.
The goal to punish, but tastefully.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Awesome. So I want to talk about music a little bit more in terms of like what would be, and I'm just gonna make you cap it at 3 top 3 albums for each of you.
Fuck, you
guys start with Greg, dude.
You go first, Greg.
Greg. Greg, we're all over the place.
Bands instead of albums.
Yeah, we'll do.
Oh, you can do bands if you want to do bands.
That album, starting with Greg.
Cream. That's gotta be the first one. Mountain.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta throw Stevie Ray Vaughan in there just because.
Hell yeah.
That's the reason that I started.
Sure.
All right. So out of Stevie Ray Vaughan, what album?
Texas Flood.
Okay. Yeah.
I think my dad had that on cassette and CD, I think.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of my first. Well, one of my first CDs was Stevie Ray Vaughan Greatest Hits, and I also had Texas Floods.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in a small town, so we were 30 years behind everything. So even though I'm only in my 30s, I still had cassettes, and I was real young.
Yeah.
Great album.
Oh fuck.
Top 3.
Top 3 bands or albums?
Bands. I'm looking
Okay.
into it.
Bands.
The Beatles.
I'm gonna go with
I'm just gonna get some old
fucking
songs on the
albums.
album.
My number 1, Black Sabbath Volume 4. It's
Nice.
the perfect correlation of the first 4 Sabbath albums. You got your blues, your heavy, your crazy ass arrangements. Can't top that album. Number 2, The Beatles Help, because that's really when the Beatles came into fold for writing their own shit. And like they took over the world with that one. And number 3, Misfits Earth AD, because fuck you, Glenn Danzig was unstoppable from 77.
Earth AD is the Rain and Blood of fucking punk, dude.
Yes.
Earth AD is tops.
Fucking dude, the D beats, fucking
Straight beats.
yes.
Grind. It's grind. It's grind. It's beautiful.
Dude, I saw Danzig front the Misfits at Riot Fest, and they opened up with Death Comes Fucking Ripping with Dave Lombardo on drums. I could have died that day. It's been like,
oh my god.
I almost
would have
did.
been happy for you, bro.
Because I was in the front, and I had been drinking, dude, like Jägermeister for 2.5 days straight. I was hammered. And I was good. I was that guy in the pit. I was throwing fits, and about 3 songs in, I'm like, dude, I am old. I need to get out of here.
Get the hell out. Yeah.
Dude, it was 60,000 people. I almost lost my shoe. I'm like, there I would have been in Chicago with 1 shoe.
Awesome.
That's great.
I'm just gonna go kind of easy for me because one of the most devastating tours I ever saw was Amenra, Converge, and Neurosis, which are in fact 3 of my biggest influences.
Wow.
So,
damn, that's awesome. I've seen all
Yeah.
those bands, but not together.
when it got announced, I couldn't believe it. I just, I'm pretty sure it happened like around my birthday.
Holy shit!
I remember when
Which is coming up this Saturday. I'll be 43.
Woo! Happy birthday, man, in advance.
So far, thanks.
All right.
But yeah, they're huge influences.
Yeah, I didn't get into Neurosis until later. Like, I didn't even know what Neurosis was, other than neurological.
It takes time to listen to them to actually get it.
They are one of those bands that will make you question the meaning of life.
Yeah, dude. When I saw them live, I was like, "Holy shit!" That band and Cult of Luna. When I saw them, like, "Holy shit! Wow!"
I'm a huge Cult of
I
Luna
got a
fan
good
also.
Cult of Luna story that I could tell after like Dusty gives a list.
Go ahead, what's your story?
All right, me and Owen were on our way home from a show in Ipsy. It was like 2015. It was just me and him alone in the van, like 2 a.m. He throws on the Salvation album. I had never heard it. It's building. Like, he's sitting there, dude, we're tired. Like, dude.
My nuts smell like bacon.
Yeah, dude. Smell like ass. Me and him. And, the song's building. It's 3 a.m. We're the only fucking car. Then, fuck is going on, dude?
That
He's like,
song will never go stale.
Owen just looks at me. He's like, Cult of Luna, bud. Like, Viva La Chili Dog after that one.
Oh man, awesome. All right, Dustin.
So
Pressure's on.
Yeah, pressure's on. It is a hard choice.
Better be good.
Right. I don't 3 favorite bands. I'm gonna go first with Howlin' Wolf.
Liar.
I'm going with Howlin' Wolf. I listen to blues constantly, and I think he was like just sounded evil for that time period. He just sounded heavy for that period, and for me, I feel like Howlin' Wolf. Like, I look at him, something I idolize. Next, I would go with Nirvana, just for the pure fact that, like, I was that age. Nirvana seemed to have, like, they were so huge. They had huge pop hooks. They had huge songs. Nirvana had great lyrics, and it just spoke to me as a young guy. And then Pantera. I can't deny the Phil Anselmo influence on me and everything he's done between all the bands he's been in. I would say Phil Anselmo more than Pantera, but Pantera in general got me into heavy music. It made me want to listen to all the other heavy things that I listen to now.
Dude,
so
go back in the day and like all of his shirts he'd wear, like that's how I discovered like Crowbar and I Hate God and like Dark Throne. Yeah, I was like fucking Phil. Like,
bands that I got into.
Yeah, when you're a 12-year-old kid living in the middle of nowhere where you fucking get 3 channels on your dude like freaking like TV. Like, yeah, you're flipping through like a magazine, like, oh, what shirt is he wearing? Oh, I'm gonna check out dude like that band. Yeah. Oh, this is Hey God, my life is fucked now.
Honestly, Dark Throne, like the list goes on. Like, he introduced me to a lot of bands that I did not know anything about until I discovered Pantera. So
that's awesome.
I mean, I can't say the entire NOLA scene altogether has influenced me endlessly. So
huge.
So and the Melvins.
And the Melvins. So what's your favorite Pantera album?
Favorite Pantera album? I'm going with The Last, Reinventing the Steel.
Really?
Everybody,
that's right.
I feel like, honestly, I said it earlier in this podcast, I'll say it now. They started out, listen to their first album, Cowboys from Hell.
Wow!
Right. It was very much in that. I love that album. Don't get me wrong.
No, I love it too.
Them throughout. But that album, compared to their last, is a different band. They continue to get heavier. And to be honest with you, if you listen to our first album and this next album, it's a different band. I mean, we're not the same band anymore. We have progressed. It is heavier.
It's almost like we've been to prison or something.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think we stomped the stoner rock right out of the fucking mix. That's not even in the mix anymore. Yeah. We're a sludge metal band.
Not a fan of stoner.
I'm going with the Great Southern Treadkill. That's fucking. I was in 6th grade when that came out. That was the first album I ever bought the day it came out. And I still remember my brother being like, "Holy shit, you bought this?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro." that opening track.
Yeah.
This was my Pantera, not Cowboys from Hell, which was his. This was mine.
Yeah.
They were vicious. They were a different animal. Yeah, that's the band.
I gotta say mine is Vulgar Display of Power, just because.
I was just about to say, 15-year-old me would definitely say.
You can pick any Pantera album, honestly, from Cowboys to Hell to the.
What about power metal, dude? That album rips.
No. They had good guitar. Don Bagdera was
the
always
leopard print.
I'm going to point a factor out, though. People can call power metal a glam album, but if you're going to call that glam, you got to call Judas Priest glam, Iron Maiden glam, because all that album is Maiden and Priest, just from Texas.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. Everything before that, was glam. like, trust me, I have tried. I'm like, I don't know about you, Terry Glaze. Get out of here.
I saw Pantera by accident for the very first time because I went to the Ritz in Roseville to go see Wrathchild America. And
you're one of these guys.
Yeah, and I saw Pantera open, and it was fucking awesome. The pit was like non-stop. We were up on the stage, running down that rail continuously, stage diving. It was fucking crazy. It was so good. That show was fucking awesome, and then so was the very first time I saw Forbidden. That band fucking ruled.
Every time somebody older drops like a concert thing like that, it pisses me off. Like, I remember years ago, we were kicking it with Genesia. Like, remember them?
Yeah.
And Tim Seaver, like, we're sitting there drinking some beers, talking about shows, and he goes, "I saw Maiden on the self-titled tour." I'm like, what the fuck, Tim? Dude, or it might have been Killers. But still, I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, I was feeling my dad's nutsack. Dude.
Oh, man. Now, that would be something, man. Shit.
Yeah, instantly just stop talking at that point.
Yeah.
Like, okay, not that. Like, fucking, dude, it's like my buddy's dad saw freaking, like, Motorhead and Ozzy on the Blizzard of Oz tour. Like,
oh, shit.
Yeah, in Texas.
What?
Holy
like,
shit.
Right after the album?
Yeah. Texas. Yeah,
well, I am one of those old dudes because I did see Blizzard of Oz. I got to see Randy Rhoads twice. And
Nice.
What?
Yeah. And Def Leppard opened the first show when they were doing High and Dry, when they were actually a good band.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that before the art incident?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I saw.
I could be a Def Leppard fan, but I don't care if people like them. It's whatever.
Yeah. Well, the first two albums are good.
I talked about Def Leppard for a long time. They're always on the radio.
Oh,
you're so constantly, dude. It's the same fucking songs. There's never any of their good ones. So.
Exactly.
The ones that never get played on the radio are the good ones, right?
That's right. Well, I got another question, and I got one more after that. And that is, first, this one is, since we're talking about concerts, best concert each of you guys have gone to.
Start with Greg.
Hold on, no, you gotta give me a minute.
All right, I'll start.
Shitload.
I'll start. I saw Down at Harpo's on their third album, and to be honest, they were just on one that night. It sounded like the record played at 11. To quote Random Tap.
I was at that show.
Heath was at that show.
I don't remember it, but I was there.
Right. And it was a great show. Honestly, it was one of the few times I was actually blown out of the water. We sat there. There was no opening band. There was a huge video playing on loop before they played. And they played a good set, I would say about an hour or whatever, but it was fantastic. They played the album entirely. Rex Brown was still on bass. It was amazing. They sounded great. Honestly, it was one of the best shows I've ever been to. I talk about it all the time.
Nice.
I thought I knocked you that night.
Right. There was Nazi riots that night down the street in Detroit.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember the date exactly, but if you hook it up around their third album,
It was 2008.
It's a Harpo's thing.
Around 2008. Yeah. So
actually, it was October of 2008. It would have been around like the 16th.
There you go.
Here, I'll look it up right fucking now, dude.
Dinosaur.
I don't know if you knew this about me. I have one of those like memories where I can like vividly remember dates like that and like what we played, like what I was wearing.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Really?
Dude, you can ask me what I did like yesterday. I won't fucking like remember. You asked me where I was 23 like years ago, what shoes I had on, like Chuck Taylor's. I was wearing a Shadows Fall t-shirt and a pair of I don't know why.
That's awesome. All right, who wants to go next?
Mine?
Joe's.
I'll go next.
Oh.
Like I've been to a ton of really big shows. Like I've seen Slayer before. Oh God, I'm drawing a blank.
Jeff Hanneman?
Yeah, before Jeff Hammond died, and with Dave Lombardo on drums. So
nice.
I'm so happy to see that. I've seen almost all of my favorite bands, but one of the ones that stick out that I'm glad that I got to be there for it was Inter Arma at Max Bar.
Oh.
And there were maybe 30 people in the crowd.
Probably 13.
I was at that show too.
Yeah, so you. I couldn't believe that place wasn't packed, and it just.
Remember, he had that giant fucking stick that he kept carrying around, the drummer.
In his big shorts.
Yeah, it was like a giant walking stick. Looking like
I could not.
I
couldn't believe how the drums sounded. I couldn't believe that the performance they put on, but despite there being barely anybody in this small shitty club, sounded amazing. And I just stood, 5 feet from the stage, just letting myself get punished by it.
That's awesome.
It was probably I'll remember that forever.
Yeah,
awesome.
You're not gonna know if I'm gonna go 3 for 3 at being at these concerts. Owen, go.
Well, I just want to say you are a beautiful angel dove wizard photographer, sir. This is not fair. But I will say a show that I got absolutely pulverized at was my first time seeing Sleep at Italia Hall
there
in Chicago. I ate some space cake, so I was pretty much. It got to the point where I was like, they're like finish him in Mortal Kombat. That's how I was standing, dude. I could not pull myself together. I thought I was sitting in a chair at some point in the back, and I kept waking up thinking I was driving. It was a haze, but just every time I did come to, I was just getting blasted with solos or the same chord over and over again, constantly.
Dude, so I was at that show. We drove to Chicago, and after Sleep, and dude, it might have been before Sleep. I can't remember. I go walking towards the merch table to see what Bong.
The end of the day.
Yeah, it was after Sleep then. So I go walking towards the Bongo Ripper section, and I see Owen standing there, and the looks of confusion on the members of Bongo Ripper, and dude, they're starting to look annoyed. And I come walking up, and I'm like, "Yo, what's up, bud?" Owen's like, "I want that one." And the dude from Bongo Ripper is like, I'm trying to ask him what color of vinyl he wants, and he just keeps pointing. I was like, just give him that one. You're not going to get much out of him. Dude hasn't spoken a complete sentence in 2 hours. I'm like, fuck it. Owen goes, thanks.
No, I was like, you remember when you guys played that show in Indiana in that church basement? And they were like, I was there.
I was there.
That was awesome. I walked away. I gave him Chris Farley.
Yeah.
That was a good show, though. We saw Pelican and Bong Ripper in a church basement in Indiana, and it was kick-ass.
Oh, shit. Wow, that. Damn.
Leather and Goat Snake.
Yeah, Goat Snake.
Goat Snake.
And Lane, which was a local band of Chicago at the time.
Yeah, they killed it, dude.
Nice.
All right.
So I've been to all 3 of the shows they have said, and they were all fucking great. I'm going to go with a personal, because it's hard to pick what was the best show.
Oh, yeah, I know it is. It's impossible.
On my 20th birthday is when I met, which would be my wife now. I met her that day And that night, I went and saw Slayer at Harpo's. Their first tour back with Dave fucking Lombardo, and they encored with Rain and Blood.
Oh, man. Yeah.
We got robbed that night, I might add.
Christ.
Yes. Window smashed out. They packed our bowl for us, though. They took our weed, but packed our bowl.
Oh, really?
They stole all of my buddy's CDs.
That's Michigan hospitality.
Yeah, that is good. That's some good shit there. You got a good deal.
Yeah, but the joke was on them because my buddy was like a massive like Radiohead fan, so they got like the entire like I don't know what they thought they were gonna get, but they got a lot of fucking shit.
Oh my god!
But that was the coldest ride home. No fucking windows.
Yeah.
Late October. It was raining. Oh, dude.
Christ.
But the show kicked ass, and I met a hot chick that day.
Fantastic. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you so much for being on Fans with Bands. And I've got one last question, and that is pineapple or no pineapple on pizza?
Pineapple.
I don't mind it, but I'll pick it off.
Yeah.
And I like flavor of the pineapple, but I don't like the actual pineapple.
Just say pineapple.
I guess. Dude, I'll eat any form
But we're not
of
the swinging type of pineapple. So.
Right. Not upside down pineapple.
No upside down pineapple.
Right. Yeah, no upside down.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
It means you're a swinger.
That means no upside down pineapple for you.
Oh.
You should live
You're a swinger, you know this.
All right, guys. Well, I'm looking forward to the new music. Keep me. Well, I'm sure I'll be in the loop as far as when that's getting out there, and I'll be watching for shows and shit. But thank you again.
For you next time we see you, Chuck.
What's that? A care pack?
We're gonna care package for you with new shirt and some cool shit.
Oh shit! You guys have to do that.
Dude, is this the part where I can act like everybody else does when they put an album out? Say, this is the best thing we've ever done.
That's right.
It's Master of Puppets.
Argue the point different.
As long as you don't end the podcast with obey the riff or we promise nothing.
We promise nothing. It's
Awesome.
a catchphrase.
All right, guys. Take care.
Later.
Take it easy.
See ya.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Many thanks to Heath, Dustin, Andy, and Greg of Blind Haven for joining me on this episode of Fans with Bands. I did not know the origin story of Blind Haven, and now I do. I am so glad this group of friends formed a band, and they continue to create absolutely crushing music. These purveyors of doom are absolute masters of the almighty riff. Blind Haven are in the studio now and working on another masterpiece in sonic devastation. I'm looking forward to hearing this monster. How about you? All right, see the show notes for all the details and links. Bands are nothing without you, the fans. Purchasing music and merchandise is critical to their survival. If you can help out your favorite bands, please do. If you're in Michigan, consider following the Playing in Detroit area tonight and SE for Southeast Michigan Music Facebook pages. They are fantastic places for bands and bands to support each other and share our combined love of music. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to hit subscribe on your favorite podcast service to get each and every episode of Fans with Bands. Spread the word by rating the show, telling your friends, telling your neighbors, telling your family, telling your priest, tell everyone, and leave a comment. We want to hear what you think. You can keep in touch by following us on social media. This is a Life in Michigan production. Until next time, be well and kick out the jams.